His story starts on the 11th of January 2020. The emblematic user everyone knows called Godot decided to join the community. But now you may be thinking, how the hell is Godot now recognized as one of the most hated members in the community's history? Well, it is time to learn about Godot's entire history from start to finish. Well, the start of Godot's history is pretty boring in fact. In the first 3 months Godot will barely interact with the community in any way, being very silent. Well, those were the first 3 months until I met Godot. Now the conversation in itself is pretty uninteresting, because it's just me saying that Godot's alt is secretly a ramen alt. Now this is where Godot actually became known in the community as Ratings Ryan. A name that would barely last 3 months, as Godot would rename himself to Well Godot. As the months would go by, Godot quickly skyrocketed to fame in the community, being one of the most well-known and appreciated members. He even was featured in my Bluest Exposed video a year ago for helping me to my home is Godot. Godot. How that didn't age well. Anyways, now we are gonna head towards the really dark stuff that made Godot what he is today. So buckle your pants, because it's gonna be hardcore, very hardcore. Now I don't exactly know how and when Godot decided to become the antagonist of Landfall, but here are some events that may have caused his insanity. Number 1, PK. Now you might be wondering, PK who? Well, I'm gonna answer that question. After being banned from GT, Godot decided to completely destroy the server forever. One problem, he obviously couldn't act as Godot because he was banned as Godot, so what did he do? Well, guess. That was a trick question. Both of the answers were correct. Anyways, PK was an apparent 18-year-old girl when it secretly was Godot the entire time. And now you might be wondering, did he succeed destroying GT? Well, I'll just let you see this one screenshot that says if yes or no Godot succeeded. The MF did it. GT was no more, and it was deleted. Godot, give me your secrets or I will wait. Number 2, Landfall. This might be the most critical event in the history of the antagonist. But the day right after I've been banned, Godot wanted to quote-unquote revive my legacy by just harassing people for content. After that he started attacking people like Court, accusing him of Cal being his alt. Goddamn Godot, I never knew walking boobas, I mean girls, were fake. Conclusion of what Godot did: he had a fucking mental breakdown, promised to seek help and never did. Guess what he did right after? Jokes aside, Godot made a Google document about what he did and said he'd stop. Now if you know Godot very well, it doesn't take even a second to realize that Godot is lying and will continue. Now who will Godot attack next? None other than Pike. Little problem is that this time it would be the last Godot drama on Landfall ever. Jade or Snakes. Whichever will it be, sit the fuck down, Bluest. In here to spell the real B. You tryna simp on girls and all, but you're delusional, you lose. Due to Godot being hated by literally everyone on Pike's server, Pike decided to blacklist Godot from talking in general, so he could have his own jail cell with hate. Wow, these jokes suck more and more. Anyway, so as I said, Godot had his own jail cell and that lasted for a few days, until Godot got locked out of it, and decided to insult Pike publicly, yet it was too late as the damage was already done. That was very smart, Godot, because now you are on your final days being in landfall. Goodbye forever. After getting his final warn, Godot tried desperately to not get into any dramas as he would get banned, but I said it was too late. On the 15th of August 2022 at 7 PM 33, Godot would post his final message in the tabs of topic channel. What we thought was the antagonist of Landfall was no more, as only 24 minutes later a message would show up in mod logs shocking everyone. This was officially the end of the Landfall antagonist. Thank you for watching.